Well, North Korea has agreed to suspend its nuclear weapons program in return for hundreds of thousands of tonnes of desperately needed American food aid. The statement has received an optimistic but cautious response from Washington, with the Secretary of State Hillary Clinton saying the North's leaders will be judged by their actions. But Beijing hopes it's a sign the country's new ruler, Kim Jong-un, could yet embrace Chinese-style reforms. North Asia correspondent Mark Willesee reports.
No one plays political poker better than Pyongyang. And while President Barack Obama's critics warn that his administration has been trumped by the North's negotiators, his Secretary of State believes this deal is worth a chance.
I said that it is our hope that the new leadership will choose to guide their nation onto the path of peace by living up to its obligations. Today's announcement represents a modest first step in the right direction. We, of course, will be watching closely and judging North Korea's new leaders by their actions.
This is what North Korea wins for agreeing to suspend its uranium enrichment program, open up its nuclear facilities for inspection, and stop testing long-range missiles. 240,000 tonnes of food aid, as well as an assurance from Washington that it'll think about lifting sanctions.
The agreements that the North Koreans have made are very welcome, but obviously they need to be followed up by actions. And commitments to do something are one thing, actually doing them are another. So we will pursue this policy area with that approach in mind.
There's an obvious reason this deal has been done now. The regime in Pyongyang had promised its long-suffering people that their destitute country would be prosperous by 2012, the 100th anniversary of the birth of their great leader, Kim Il-sung. But both sides have been here before. 5 years ago, President George W. Bush agreed to remove North Korea from the list of state sponsors of terror. The dear leader, Kim Jong-il, later reneged on his commitment to disarm, a point not lost on many Koreans south of the 38th parallel.
North Korea declared denuclearization in the past, but they changed their mind. And they destroyed a light water reactor, but it turned out to be just a show. Therefore, we'd better not trust this agreement as we think about their behaviour in the past.
But the Hermit Kingdom's sole major ally and economic prop, China, has welcomed the latest deal.
We're pleased the United States and North Korea are improving their bilateral relationship and maintaining stability on the Korean peninsula.
Beijing hopes it's a sign that the country's new baby-faced leader, Kim Jong-un, is open to reform. But those who oppose this latest engagement see more of the same: a breakthrough deal, a reward of food aid, and more North Korean double-dealing. After all, in this game of poker, Pyongyang's only bargaining chip remains its cherished nuclear program. Mark Willesee, Lateline.